Welcome to Chat Room. Today we are going to discuss a bear market. What is it and how does it compare and contrast with a bull market? All right, I'm with my co-host,
John?
and I'm Michael. And today we're going to discuss a bear market because as of this recording, we just entered one. Now we don't know how long it'll last. We're not get the legalese out of the way. We're not financial advisors. It's just entertainment, enjoying all that. But we know enough to know what a bear market is, what a bull market is, and bear market is just right out is when basically you have like a pattern of stocks, highs and lows, and you go from a high, this one being about the first week of January, to a 20% drop from that high. And regretfully, for our stocks at least, and especially anybody retiring, that is where we are at right now. And before I get your thoughts, obviously, a bull market, that's just the flip side. So you go from a low, go 20% up to a high. So hopefully that'll happen. But yeah, so what's your thoughts on us entering a bear market, John, and kind of your outlook on how that affects your investing?
I think a bear market is pretty much kind of something that the United States, like everyone, kind of saw coming. We were pretty much on a bull market from I think like after the Depression in 2008, all the way up till about maybe like a few months before COVID hit. I would say that the way it's shown in the past is after like a Great Depression or a financial crash or a housing market crash, we usually have like a cool off and then things start to get better and it kind of keeps going up to its tipping point and then it'll just smack down again. And it's very different if you really go into like explaining it, but the main goal is like it goes down and up and it's like kind of separated in like a 4-year term. But
Yeah.
this last bull market has been like one of the biggest bull markets I think the United States has ever seen for the time period. Because I mean, things were gravy from pretty much like 2010 up to like 2020, like beginning of it. You know what I mean? So if you put your
Yeah.
money in any stock or any mutual fund or any IRA, everything was just at least getting 1 to 3%, if not 10, 20, 40, 400%. Cryptos were just, that was, I think there was like $1 trillion that entered the crypto space. So, I mean, a lot of people made money in crypto. And I think now that we're in that bear market, it's just everything's got to come down. We were just living the dream.
Yeah. Well, and you bring up a good point because we had kind of that brief bit with COVID where it hit March 2020 went down a lot, but even that we started getting those stimulus checks and a lot of people invested and were able to ride the market because it seems so detached from reality that it was just such a strong bull market from there. But yeah, you also bring up a good point that we kind of saw elements of this coming. The Fed just raised the interest rate yet again. Probably, I think it's most dramatic raise, which kind of just set everybody off, freaking out, especially Wall Street as they tend to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not the biggest surprise, but we're here.
Yeah, we're here. I think everything will go back to normal. Now the question is when. I don't
Yeah,
think anybody actually knows. Right now is a super super weird bear market. A lot of the things I think that caused this particular bear market aren't like the things that caused the ones in the past.
yeah,
So what will be very interesting is to see how far this bear market takes us down and to see how we get out of it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be from my resources and like researching, it's not going to be the prettiest coming back out of this particular bear market.
yeah. I know the Fed always tries to make it. They always use the term soft landing.
Yeah.
Instead of going into a recession. And obviously, housing prices were crazy. So there
Yeah.
definitely needed to be a correction to bring costs down,
Yeah.
especially with inflation. But
Mhm.
yeah, it doesn't feel soft yet. So
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah. I mean, Prices are ridiculous. I mean, I was reading an article the other day. Sorry, I can't source it at the moment, but it was saying like if you don't have a house to sell and you don't have like over 20 grand saved up, that's not debt. You pretty much, and you wait. So if you don't have a house to sell, you don't have 20 grand saved up, like just cash, not debt. And if you don't make like pretty much like $50,000 a year, like in Tennessee, like you're kind of pretty much like you should not even look at buying a house right now.
Yeah.
Which, you think about that, it's like, oh, that's not that bad. But when you start thinking about it, you're like 50,000 a year. Okay, like that's a hard goal. I mean, most of the people I know that are below the age of 30 are not bringing in $50,000 a year. Most of the people that, I know that are under the age of 30 don't have 20 grand in their retirement or saved up. And most of them do have some type of debt. So when you put those two factors together, it's like, I mean, what do you really expect people to do? So,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting.
Do you have any?
I feel like, oh, my bad.
Oh, no. Go ahead. I want to know how you feel.
I was going to say, I feel like in 2008, I was a lot younger, so I wasn't really involved with that, like as far as like researching and understanding what's going on. But it seemed like everyone had a house. You know what I mean? Like too many people, the banks allowed too many people to get a house. And I feel like a lot of the bear market was because everyone had a house that they couldn't afford, but they were told that they could afford it. I feel like now it's like you've got millions of people looking for a house that can't afford it, and it's just a mess. It's a big mess.
Yeah. We've talked about kind of both the past, recession before and this as there being some possible opportunity, though I think it kind of goes with you that it's to the people that have like 20,000 or more to deal with. Is this the kind of thing where now that we're in a bear market, are you actually looking back to see like, okay, maybe now is the time to invest, buy the dips? Fortunately, you and I are young enough. We're not retiring soon.
Yeah. Yes and no. I don't think we've hit that point where you should just be putting all your extra cash in investments of any sort right now. I really like silver. That value, it seems to be steady. I like cash right now. That value, it seems to be steady. I don't know. I really don't have like a good investment strategy at the moment. And I know some pro investors going to be like, dude, get into this. And I'm like, okay, but you know what I mean? Nothing seems safe at this moment. So I'm kind of just rocking with the punch, kind of keeping cash, buying some precious metals and stuff like that, and I'm still putting money into retirement. I'm still doing the things that, they tell you to, but there's nothing I recommend at the moment personally that you should just be throwing your money in like heavily.
Yeah. Well, that totally makes sense. And, it genuinely is the first day of the bear market. So, I mean, it is early, even though, like you said, we've all kind of seen this probably coming.
Yeah.
It's understandable you have like you got to do this on day one kind of thing.
Right.
We just have to see more. We got to see what happens.
Right. Are you putting money into something are you like, what are you doing right now? Like,
for the most part,
that's out there.
For the most part, I'm just really kind of shoring up my savings account to start because that interest rate's finally to the point where it's actually going to do something. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's not risky either.
It's not put 10,000 in here and then in 10 years you'll have $10,010.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I mean now it's 2020 and I'm like,
Man. Retirement.
Yeah.
Interest.
But aside from that, just continuing to put in a retirement. So I don't know. I think it's part of the time of year too, where I just end up having to spend a lot of money. We have Christmas coming up. I tend to do I just got back from a fall trip.
Yeah.
And I tend to do small fall like day trips and stuff. So if anything, even if I had the money and the wherewithal, now it's just kind of bad timing. So connect with me in February. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I will go back on to what I said. Just one more point. I would say that I'm definitely looking for opportunities because I'm not trying to say I'm rich or anything, but I am looking for opportunities to where you can put a little bit of stash in and kind of watch that either grow over the next 10, 20 years, or maybe in the next 4 or 5 days. You know how stocks are now and crypto is and all that stuff. It can go up 400% one day. I've seen it done. I will never
Yeah.
let a financial pro tell me it can't be done. It can be done. So, I'm just looking
Yeah.
for opportunities, but at the moment I'm just, riding the bus.
Well, I mean, just wait till they come out with Poodle Coin or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You'll be on that. So
Right. Right.
yeah,
Right.
the next Shubo, we're gonna hear all about it. So, but
Yeah.
all right, yeah. So hope you got a lot out of that. Again, not professional investment advisors. Best at your own risk and discretion.
Just two
But
average
yeah,
Joes.
yeah.
What do we know?
Yeah, we'll find out when we watch these 6 months later, and we're like, oh, we were on to something, or oh, we were so wrong.
Yeah,
But
we're really at the beginning of the bear market.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, stay tuned for more videos on this and all other topics. Like, subscribe, comment what you're doing for the bear market. We'd love to hear it.
Yep.
All right, out.